All right, all right. Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Roz, your VP of Communication. Excited to be here this day. Can you believe we're almost at conference? Yes, I hope that you're planning to be in our 420. 5 years we're turning. And listen, I'm going to get out the way and bring on our CEO. If you don't know her, if you've not met her, you can't wait until you meet her in person. Hearing her on the line is one thing, but seeing her in person is a whole nother animal. I mean, just putting your arms around her because leadership is what makes a company. And we have one of the best CEOs that I've ever met. Hardest working, just a heart of gold. Please receive this morning our CEO, Melissa Boston. Take it away,
Hey,
Melissa.
hey, Dr. Roz, I am here. Oh my goodness, we're actually traveling this morning, so I'm in the car. I'm not driving, so I'm here as a passenger. We might actually hear from the driver if we get a chance to make it to our destination in time. But I want to first thank you, Dr. Roz, for all that you do. I mean, you're so gracious, so humble. You're here to introduce all the callers, to welcome everyone from coast to coast. And I'm telling you what, when I think about when we first met you, I mean, we knew right away you absolutely were the best of the best, a top tier leader. But just to see the impact that you've made on our company in such a short period of time, I don't know what we would do without you. In fact, you were actually working for us on our behalf before we even ever brought you on, because that's the type of leader you are. You just get in, you dig in, you help figure things out. And now you're here as our VP of communication. And we just love you so much and so appreciative of you and cannot wait to see you in a few weeks. Can you believe it? Oh my goodness, we are way under the 30-day mark. I mean, literally, we're talking about, oh my goodness, just what, 25 days left before we're all together again. And we do have people coming from coast to coast. And so, again, for those of you who are just joining us for the first time, excuse any background noise you might hear. We're actually traveling this morning. We actually went and got our sweat on, okay? One of the biggest things that we are focused on right now is really helping to heal our community, really help to bring help or health and healing to the people. And so you're going to find when you come to conference, there's going to be so many exciting things around our health and wellness. But I want to just say to those of you who are dialing in, maybe for the first time, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Super excited to have you on the line today. For all of our leaders, we want to welcome you back. And for all of you who are coming to conference, hey, good morning, welcome to you as well. Right now, we are in March Madness. But before I get into all of that, we want to kick it off first by sharing the meaning of economies in the hands of God. Our mission, we believe health, wealth, freedom, and legacy are our birthright. By offering the most life-changing products and an innovative business, we empower people to elevate to their full potential. And so I have an agenda today that I want to share with everyone, just kind of going through a few items that I know are very important to discuss. You know, first, I will kick it off because we are here at the tail end of March Madness, and there are so many incentives, so much extra bonuses, extra products that's on the line right now. So my question to you is, are you pushing for CV? Hopefully you already hit your CV of 500 for this month, because we're having some double incentives, double awards for everyone who has actually did that. I know some of you, like Gigi Harris, she's already hit over 1,000 in CV. So congratulations. And it's amazing because really when you talk to some of our leaders, you know, whether it's Bernadine from what they did in Mississippi and Betty Watt, who's on the line, who's actually on the list as well, just did 2 home parties. That's it. And it put her well over 500 CV. Many of the people like Audrey Jones who hit that 500 CV, what do? They did home parties, guys. And so what you want to do is make sure you're booking events, even if it's just a one-on-one, do something to get this message out to people, because you never know whose life you're going to change and impact forever and ever. And so March Madness, okay, it's in full effect. And when we get to conference, we want to recognize every one of you. And I'm telling you, there's going to be so much special recognition for those of you who showed up and showed out in the month of March. And so you want to fight this week for every customer sale, for every order, for every point, for every CV, so that you can make sure your name is not left off that list when we have our special awards for our March Madness contenders who went out and did it big in the month of March. And so we want you to stay focused this month. As I was talking to some of the leaders who were working out with me this morning, I said, hey, you know, what are some of the things, you know, you think we should mention on the call? And Tracy's like, hey, we need to make sure everyone is staying focused, and they're doing these home parties, these home events, these home experiences, because this is really where it's at. This is really where we're seeing the momentum. This is really where we're seeing people break through. And speaking of breakthrough, it's not just CVs that's on the table right now. We also are giving special awards and recognition to those of you who hit Sapphire. So if you have never hit Sapphire, or if you requalify as Sapphire, if that's your highest level, guess what? We're going to recognize you. There's going to be a special dinner, and it's going to be at the new Energy Enhancement Center, our EE system. You're going to have a chance to have the very first energy infused dinner. And it's going to be something that, I'm telling you what, you're going to wish you were there. And the only way you're going to get that invite is if you qualify. So you want to make sure that you do whatever it takes, whether you're helping somebody on your team go to Sapphire, maybe it's you, maybe you're going to go from Sapphire and requalify as Sapphire, or maybe you're Ruby and you're going to go to that next level, or you're going to go find someone on your team and help them get to Sapphire. Guess what? It's not too late. You can still do it because we have just a few more days before the closeout of the month. And so we want you to be at our Energy Infused Dinner. Speaking of conference, one of the things that Dr. Roz said, she said, yes, this is our 5-year anniversary. I mean, I don't know about you, but it just seems like yesterday when we first opened our doors, and when you really know the implication of what it means to have a business that's been around for 5 years, the magnitude of what it takes, okay, to know that most businesses, 90% of them will fail their very first year. By the time you're talking 5 years, we're talking about a 98% failure rate, okay? And so to know that we're among the 2% of the 2%, I mean, that is super exciting, and that's something worth celebrating. So we are going to have a conference, of course. We're going to have training, but just know we are going to party like it is 1999, and you're going to wish you were there, okay? So make sure, again, you do whatever it takes. You get there, because we do know that at the end of the day, when we look at our top leaders, those who hit Diamond, those who hit Emerald, those who hit Ruby, those who go Sapphire, they're always the ones who show up for conference. See, if you miss conference, it doesn't mean you can't get there, but it just says that you have a higher probability of being at the top leadership in this company because you're plugging into those crucial events. And so you should never, ever, ever, ever miss a conference. And you should not just attend the conference, but you want to be at the conference with your team. Right now, this is the time to get strategic, okay, to put a game plan together, okay, to figure out who is your tribe and who's coming with you. Because if you're coming alone, guess what? I mean, hey, that's great that you're showing up, but here's what I've always learned in business, that if you want to be a leader, and if you find that no one's following you, guess what? You know what? You're just literally, still at that point where you're practicing, okay? You're practicing. And so if you want to be serious in this business, yes, show up, but make sure you show up with people, because when you show up with people, when you show up with guests, that means you're taking your business seriously. You understand the power of duplication. You understand the power of synergy. And it's not enough to bring one person, even though that's a start. So if you are new and you're overwhelmed and thinking, I just got to get myself there, okay, that's a start, okay? So take baby steps. But guess what? When you bring one person, that's great. And that's a start for those of you who've been at conferences and you've never brought anyone to the conference. But guess what? If you're a leader and you're planning on hitting Diamond, if you're planning on hitting 2-star Diamond, you want to start really getting strategic. And how you get strategic is you look at every line of sponsorship. And you ask yourself, from every line of my sponsorship, how many people do I have coming? And let's just say you have 4 people coming. These are 4 people that you personally sponsored. That's great. And I call that Sapphire Ruby behavior. Those are the type of people that absolutely will be hitting those top leadership positions. But if you want to go Diamond, if you want to go Emerald, it's about layers of leadership, which means you should look at the people that you sponsored, and there should be several people within each one of those legs that are attending conference with you. And if you find yourself in that type of position, then guess what? This is when we know you're super serious, and now you're not going to just hit Diamond, but you're going to maintain Diamond. You're going to go to 2-star Diamond. And so I really wanted to implore everybody to come on, let's get to conference. One of the big, big, big announcements that we're going to be making is concerning this whole concept of a wellness concierge. Imagine creating a wellness team, a wellness boutique service for all the needs that you need, whether it's EE Energy, whether it's a healthy lifestyle, whether it's your workout regimen, everything you need to turn your life around, to lose that unwanted weight, right? To go ahead and reverse a health condition. And that's what we're bringing to the world. That's going to be something that's going to take over first here in Chicago. We're going to spread it all over. And so you want to meet that wellness team because, yes, we're building a team. Some of them are medical doctors. Some of them are naturopaths. Some of them own businesses here in the Chicagoland area, and they've had chronic medical issues. And through things that they've learned and techniques that they've developed, they've overcome those. And so how would you like to have a team working on your behalf, every single day to keep you operating at your our optimal best, okay? And so let's also talk to the Akana Lifers, the Black Card members. We have something special this week for you. So if you are a Black Card member, if you're an Akana Lifer, we have a special call that's going to happen on Thursday at 6 p.m. Central, okay? We do know we have a big lineup every Thursday, our 7 o'clock call, our 8 o'clock call with our wellness team. And so at 6 o'clock, a big, huge announcement. I'm telling you what, sometimes just because something is delayed, right, doesn't mean it's been denied. And when it comes, sometimes it comes bigger than you could have ever anticipated, okay? And we are super excited about where we're at right now with our Akana Lifer program, with our Akana Black Card members. And so on Thursday at 6 o'clock, you know the number, you know the PIN, but we're going to make sure that the only people that are able to get in on that PIN, and that's the same one we're using, is those of you who have already purchased either your Akana Lifer or your Black Card membership. Also, two big announcements. This is Easter Sunday, just in case you didn't know. And so this Sunday, we will honor Easter Sunday, so we wouldn't have our Flat Belly Lifestyle Call on Sunday. Our Wellness Coach certification will happen tonight, so make sure for those of you who are registered as a Wellness Coach in training, attend that class tonight at 6 o'clock with Dr. Prince and Sharon Dorsey. Also, to our CV winners and qualifiers, if you've already qualified, we will be posting your name on our social media tomorrow. So you have all night to get it done. And then, of course, you're going to have all week, but we're going to just start the recognition early because we want to really honor those of you who showed up, who showed out. Our 420 Essentials packs, okay? We know that 420 is coming up. And so guess what? We're creating these special packs called the 420 Essentials. It's going to get you your pre-rolls. It's going to get you your gummies. It's going to give you everything you need to celebrate 420 in a big, big way. So even for those of you who are all across the country, maybe you're not coming to conference, you can purchase your 420 Essentials pack so that you have your pre-rolls, you have your gummies, and you're ready to celebrate with us. So before I close it out, I am here with a very special guest. In fact, she has been literally getting it in. Y'all would be so proud of her. Oh, my goodness. We worked out yesterday. We worked out today. We worked out on Friday. She is on her cleanse. I'm telling you what, when you see her at conference, you're going to be like, what's going on with her? She is already looking so fabulous. And so without any further ado, she's one of our Ruby directors, on her way to Diamond, just literally building a Diamond team. So proud of her and everything that she's accomplished within our business, because she does this business, guys, part-time, because she's also full-time employed with our United States Postal Service, and she is our vice president of our warehouse and logistics. So without any further ado, Tracy Bolton, I know you were here today getting your workout in, and I know you have something to share with the crowd. So why don't you share with them what is on your mind?
Good morning, everyone. Really, just a little pumped this morning from the workout, but just want to say, these are our businesses and we have to stay focused. I know a lot of us is feeling a little overwhelmed where we may be doing too much at this time, but I'm just a true believer that if you stick with it, it'll all work out. So if you desire to really move forward in your business or your personal life, whatever you're doing, my biggest push to you is stick with it. It will happen, and things will work out. Back to you, Melissa.
Okay, Tracy, very good. They say short but sweet. We love it. We love it. And so with that being said, guys, we're going to keep it short and sweet because, again, just got our workout on, now headed to the office. So got some great things that we're getting in there, preparing for our big call on Thursday with our Diamond Lifers and our Black Card members. And so with that being said, we want to remind you, In about 15 minutes, we're going to jump on Rebound with Akana and get our workout out on with Dr. Roz. We're going to also save our strands today at 2:30 p.m. Central with our trichologist, Doris Mosley. We're going to also jump on our Diamond Factory tomorrow morning so that you can learn how to build your business and build it big, because we want you to have an Akana day, and we're going to see you at the top, the very top, the tip top.